Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and I hope you have understood whatever is explained to you till now. Okay, so we will continue with the same chapter, force and pressure. So students, today I will discuss some question answers with you. Open page 208. So just see in your books. Okay. I hope you can see. Question number 1 we have already done. Question number 3 was given homework. Question number 5 we have done, 6 we have done, and 7 also I gave you for homework. And here the in question number 7 also the answer is given at the back. Now question number 4. When a ball is dropped from a height, the speed increases gradually. Name the force which causes the change in speed. So the force is gravitational force or force of gravity. So the right answer is force of gravity. Next question. Name two contact forces. So two contact forces are muscular force and which is the other force, frictional force. Name two non-contact forces, that is electrostatic force and force of gravity. Next question, see question number 9. When plastic pen is rubbed on dry hairs, it attracts tiny pieces of paper. Which force is involved in this process? So what is the force that is involved in this process? That is electrostatic force. Now next question, that is, see in your books, question number 10. A small device pulls iron nails from a distance. Which type of force is involved here? So the force which is involved here is electrostatic force only. Question number 11. Which force can be used to gather iron pins scattered on the floor? So which is that force? That force is magnetic force. Question number 12. Name the force which always opposes motion. So that force is force of friction. Which force makes a rolling ball stop on its own? So that force is again a force of friction, because force of friction, it opposes the motion. Okay. Next question, just see here question number 14. An inflated balloon, see here, inflated balloon was pressed against a wall after it has been rubbed with a piece of synthetic cloth. So what will happen? The balloon will get charged or no? See here. So it was found that the balloon sticks to the wall. What force might be responsible for the attraction between the balloon and the wall? So the force is again electrostatic force. Next question, 15. What name is given to the force acting on per unit of object? That is pressure. So that we will discuss later on. So question number 14 till question number 14 I have discussed. Now fill in the blanks. That is question number 30. You can see from the back of the exercise, as well as question number 66, multiple choice questions. Now we come to short answer type questions. Short answer type question number 31, 32, no need to do. Just leave that one. So next question is, what is meant by saying that force is due to an interaction? So what is the meaning of this, and write one example of this. So for this question number 33, please open page 188. All of you open page 188 and the answer is, just open 188 page. So see this page 88. Just see here, what is interaction? Please underline. Interaction involves two objects. In interaction, each object acts on other in such a way as to have an effect on other object. Okay, so in other simple words, interaction means to act on each other. So this is interaction, and you have to give any one example. So out of these three you can give any one example. Okay, out there 3 examples are given. So here they are interacting with each other. The two balls are interacting with each other. They are pushing each other. Here this is pulling each other. So that is force due to interaction. Now next question, see here. Open page 219. In the tug of war, with the two teams are pulling the rope, a stage comes when the rope does not move on either side at all. What can you say about the magnitude and direction of the forces being applied to the rope by two teams at this stage? Please open 190, page number 190. Please open page 190. Okay, so you can see here, 1 minute. So what happens in a tug of war situation comes when it does not move, the rope does not move. So what happens if the rope does not move? See here, where is given that answer. What happens in a tug of war? So what happens here? Now here from both the sides the force is applied, and the force, if the magnitude of the force applied is equal from both the sides. For example, you know this is a tug of war. So here also if the equal force is applied, here also if the equal force is applied, what will happen? The net force will be 0. Because when the force is applied from the opposite direction, in a tug of war the force is applied from the opposite direction. Okay, so the net force is the difference between the two forces, but if the same force is applied from both the side, the net force will be 0. So that is why it does not move. And the direction, there is no direction, because from both the side the equal sorry, because from both the side the force applied is equal. I'm sorry, students. So that is the answer. See, you can write from here. See page 190. When the two teams pull the rope equally hard. Okay, from here please write till effect. Page 190. I'm sorry, from here. Okay. Now next question. What is force? That you know, force is a push or a pull. State various effects of force. Page 190. So you just have to write these effects. Okay. Now next question. These examples you leave. Give an example where force apply, moves the stationary object and all these things. Okay. Name the various types of force. This you can write. What are the various types of force? Muscular force, frictional force, electrostatic force. Then comes your frictional force. I told you gravitational force. Okay. So these are the different type of force. What is a muscular force? Give an example of muscular force. Page 192. You can write here. Please see what you have to write. The force exerted by the muscles of the body is called muscular force. Both human beings and animals exert muscular force to do work. Okay. And example, you can give any example from here. So many examples are given. Okay. From here you can give any 1 or 2 examples. Next question. Which of the following are non-contact forces? Non-contact forces. Magnetic force is non-contact force. Gravitational force is a non-contact force, and electrostatic force is a non-contact force. Okay. So here till here we will do question answers also. In long answer type questions, what is meant by contact force? Explain with the help of an example. So you can say what is meant by contact force. Here you can just open page number 192. Underline the force exerted, force which can be exerted by an object on another object only through physical touching is called as a contact force. So muscular and frictional force is a contact force. Okay, and the example you have to give. So just you can give the example of muscular force. You can underline or you can write from, suppose a book is lying. Okay, till here you can underline till muscles of our leg. Okay. What is meant by a non-contact force? Give one example. So open page 194. A force exerted, here force which can be exerted by an object on another from a distance without touching is called as a non-contact force. So these are the examples. These three examples you can write. Okay. And here also you do one thing in the previous question, that is what is a contact force. So definition you write and then you write muscular and frictional force. No need to explain that. Only write muscular and frictional force. Define frictional force or friction. Please open page 193. What is the frictional force of friction? The force which always opposes the motion. Here see, the force which always opposes the motion of one body over another is called as frictional force of friction. I hope you have got the answer. Next question. See in your books, long answer type question I am discussing. Question number 62, second part. Explain why frictional force is said to be a contact force. Why frictional force is a contact force? Frictional force is a contact force because it comes into play only when two objects are in contact with each other. Okay, as it opposes the motion of the object. So when two objects are in contact, okay, then only it comes into play and it opposes the motion of the object. So that is why it is a contact force, because here two objects, they touch each other. Magnetic, explain why a magnetic force is called as a non-contact force. Please underline, it is so easy. 194 page number. The magnetic force exerted by one magnet on another magnet is an example of non-contact force, as it. Why it is a non-contact force? Because here the two objects, they are not in contact with each other. Or you can write, first you write the magnetic force exerted by one object on the another is example of a non-contact force, because the magnet can exert its magnetic force on iron objects or magnetic objects. You write, don't write iron objects, or you can write on magnetic objects from a distance, even without touching them. Therefore magnetic force is a contact force. So you first write this line. Okay, you write this line here, you can see, then you can write these 4-5 points. So we will do till here and rest we will do in next class. So now in a next class I will start with pressure. Okay, so please write these question answers in your copy, short answer questions and long answer questions. Very short answer questions you can write in your book, but please do write. Okay, and if you have any doubt you can clarify your doubts. Thank you students, have a nice